Today we are looking at the Anker 555 8-in-1 USB-C hub and why it is my recommendation for someone who's looking for a USB-C hub that is both useful and is available at a reasonable price. Let's dive in. This hub has a whopping 8 inputs, consisting of 2 USB-A ports, 1 microSD card reader, 1 SD card reader, a Ethernet port, a USB-C power delivery port, 1 USB-C data port, and 1 HDMI port. The 2 USB-A and the USB-C data port can transfer files up to 10 gigabits per second. This allows for speedy file transfers and also allows you to edit your photos and videos directly from your storage devices. As an example, I was able to transfer a video file of 1.18 gigabytes from a microSD card to my MacBook in less than 25 seconds. The USB-C power delivery port supports charging up to 100 watts of power. However, because the hub requires 15 watts of power to operate, the maximum output to your device is going to be limited to 85 watts. That is more than enough power to charge a 15-inch MacBook. So I'm sure it's going to be enough to charge majority of your individual devices. HDMI port supports media display at resolution up to 4K 60Hz for DisplayPort 1.4 laptops and 4K at 30Hz for DisplayPort 1.2 laptops. Now, what this simply means is that when connected to laptops that support those display versions, you can expect to get crisp and clear photos and videos on the connected monitors. Having both a microSD and the SD card reader is so convenient and offers flexibility and options. I can remember so many instances in the past when I wanted to transfer files from a microSD card but could not locate the SD card adapter. Those days are in the past, and I am certain for some of you watching, you have had similar experiences. And finally, the port that I love the most, and yes, I said love, the 1 gigabit per second Ethernet port. This port has been such a useful component for me. For example, when using Wi-Fi, I get download and upload speeds of 87.4 megabits per second and 79.9 megabits per second, which is good. However, when I use the Ethernet port, I'm getting download and upload speeds of 900 megabits per second and 749 megabits per second, which is a huge increase, right? Especially when all 4 of my family members are at home and are connected to the internet at the same time. With all the good features covered, there are 2 possible downsides that I would like to mention. First is that the device gets warm while it is being used, but this is pretty common for these type of devices and has been noticeable with all the different hubs that I've ever used in the past. Second is that the cable is a bit short. For me, this is more of a concern when I have my laptop on a riser or on a stand. When attached in such a situation, the hub is usually hanging by the cable. But in the 1.5 years that I have owned this device, I have not noticed any performance issue or damage to either the cable or the hub. If the length of the cable is a concern, I would recommend getting a hub that has a taller cable or getting a USB-C extension cable. If you're getting the extension cable, ensure that the one you're getting supports 10 gigabit speed transfers. The one that I would recommend is one that is sold by the company Ugreen. I will provide a link in the description if needed. Overall, this hub continues to meet and satisfy my needs. It is well built and performs consistently well. If you are in the market for a USB-C hub, I highly recommend this one. If you have any comments about this USB-C hub or any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you're interested in purchasing the USB-C hub or the extension cable that I mentioned, I will have affiliate links in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.